Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Demon Slayer. Oh, guys, I'm gonna end the last season of Demon Slayer today with you. I'm gonna watch 4 episodes. I hope that I'm gonna have the time, I hope that I'm not gonna be forced to watch only 1 episode tomorrow. I really want to finish the season on the same day with these 4 last episodes. And because of what happened during the last one, I'm like, yes, 4 episodes, it means that it's gonna be an epic fight, it's gonna last for these 4 episodes, and let's say it right now, I'm really worried. I think that Uzui is gonna die. I have the emotion now that all of the Ashira are gonna die, and at the end we're only gonna have Tanjiro, who can maybe have all of their abilities and stuff like that, because he has the first one, the sun one. You know my theory about that. No matter what, these 4 episodes, I want to watch them today. I think that someone is gonna die. I'm nervous, but at the same time, I'm just waiting, to be impressed by that fight. Already, when he fought against the belt demon, why I did that, clearly no. That was not like that. More like that, with the belt, I don't know. When he fought against that demon, that was already impressive. So now that he's gonna fight the other one who was hiding into her, who was her brother and who is so ugly, but you know how it is, she is beautiful, is clever, and clearly that's what he thinks. Like, really, during the episode and during the editing, I had the same reaction each time. I had such a good loss with all of what he was saying to her, like, okay, you're beautiful, but clearly you're not the clever girl, and stuff like that. Maybe it's truly like that, between them, but that poor Daki, to be considered like that, poor girl. And we had a little of a flashback with her. She was crying, a woman was on the floor, so I supposed that it was her mother. We had something also about a fire, someone taking her aunt. Maybe there is a story, for sure there is a story around these 2 demons, maybe around their family, how they ended like that. And I'm a little worried, that she's used by her brother. Again, the fact that he was hiding inside of her. And he's upper 6 or she's upper 6, or together they are upper 6. It's not that clear for me, because Muzan was talking to her. He was not talking to her brother. He was saying, you are incredible, you are beautiful, you can do so many things and all. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna see that today with these 5 episodes, with this fight, which is gonna be impressive, which is gonna be beautiful, I'm sure of it. But again, with what happened to Rengoku, now I'm really worried that everyone can die. I don't consider, that one of our guys, I mean by that Zenitsu, Inosuke, even Nezuko, none of them can die right now, season 2 or season 3. Like, for me, we're still at the beginning of the story that the writers are preparing, so it can't be possible for them to die now. Maybe at some point, but not now. But Ashira and Uzui, we discovered a little more about him. We discovered that he's nicer than I thought with women, which is great, because truly his first intervention with these girls that he wanted to kidnap to make them prostitutes against their will, and by slapping their butts, let's say I was not a fan of his attitude with women, and also with his attitude being like that, so arrogant and all. So I prefer much more this version of Uzui when he's fighting, when he's serious, when he considers women, his wife, as important people for him, when we see that he cares about people, not only about himself, and that he truly wants, you know, to do his job as an Ashira, a Demon Slayer, like he's really concerned and yes, serious and not just bragging and acting flashy and all of that. Clearly, I'm not a fan of him when he's flashy. So maybe we're gonna know more about him also at some point. I'm saying that like I don't want that for sure, like I don't want everything to be the same, I mean the same process to discover a character. I don't want it each time to be like for Rengoku, to discover his past, his family, almost at the end and stuff like that. It could be okay for me to not discover his past, but I think that we're gonna discover it because I know that I still can't watch that opening credit, because during that opening credit we have a little thing, like I began to watch this intro with you guys and I stopped it because at some point I know that there is a flashback scene that I didn't discover yet, you know, watching the anime. So I think that yes, during these 4 episodes that I'm gonna watch today, I'm gonna see that at some point. I mean, I'm gonna discover his past. I don't know how it can be important to know more about his character, you know, his attitude, his story. Normally when they're putting a memory like that, it's to explain a background, to explain the situation. Right there, I don't need really something to be explained, you know, about Uzui. So that's why also I'm worried that he can die, because maybe they're gonna put it only to explain how he's gonna die and what is gonna happen, you know, for him to die, stuff like that. Like it's the case when demons that are dying, when we are discovering in fact why their abilities, it's that because in fact it's related to their lives, you know, that they had before. I'm a little worried about it. These 4 episodes, you know, it's 4 episodes, so it's a lot, so I hope that at some point we're gonna have news about Muzan. I'm pretty sure that the guy has a plan, really is doing something. We had several moments, you know, the train situation and even before that, and what the master said about the fact that sometimes Muzan is creating situations only to be diversion, so he can act, he can really do something. And I have the impression that, you know, when he killed the other demons, it was because there were 2 weeks. So 2 weeks for what? For something that he has in mind, something that he's doing right now? I really have the impression that it's the case. So I want news about Muzan, and for sure I hope that I'm gonna have more information. I'm gonna have little things, you know, about Tanjiro's dad, about the situation with the mark, with the earrings, with all of that. You know now my theories about it, but you know also that I don't think that my theories are right. Not at all. But still, I want to know more about that. Maybe we're gonna have more situations with Daki who remembers stuff because she has Muzan's cells into her. It would be cool. I want that to happen. I'm sorry, the light is changing a lot. You know, it's that kind of day with a big sun but also big clouds, so sometimes it changes a lot like that. I'm sorry for that, but you know how it is. I can't change the weather, I still don't have that ability. Oh, maybe it would be my ability as a demon? Something related to the wind, I think. Is it gonna be something, you know, a game that I can play, that I can do? You know, like when I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, I was wondering which element I was. Air, was element air. But for more reasons, you know, than just I love the wind. Like clearly a lot of things into my life and a lot of things that I did into my life. The wind, I mean the air, I see. So I think that yes, maybe it would be that also for a demon ability. I'm really trying to imagine what kind of demon I could be. Oh, and Nezuko, the fact that she has a level of an upper rank demon, that's pretty interesting. And again, how it happened. For me, really, Muzan targeted their family because of the fact that it was Tanjiro's dad, you know, family, maybe because he didn't want the knowledge of the sun breathing technique to pass to Tanjiro, to members of this family. For me, there is something right there, you know, that I think that Tanjiro's dad was a part of a group, you know, who had these earrings, and that's why Muzan, he recognized these earrings, but at the same time also Rengoku's dad recognized these earrings, but he saw these earrings as a threat. So again, it means that people with these earrings are a threat for Ashiras, but also for Muzan. Again, for me there is an issue with that, so my theory, the fact that maybe Muzan was a part of that group, and at some point this group did something bad, or some people followed Muzan into doing bad things and stuff like that. Oh, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now. Let's go for this episode. Ooh, I hope that I put a backup for the sound. Yes. I'm gonna stop this intro right now. Let's go for this episode. Like always, remember that if you want to have a Patreon, my Patreon, on which you can have these episodes earlier. 4 episodes of advance? More than that? Check the description to know that. And we've extended our 4 action parts. I put a lot of 4 action parts for Demon Slayer, and right there for the last episode of the season I think that I'm gonna put some 4 action parts, if you can be interested by that. And also if you want to support me for all of this binge watching of Demon Slayer that we had together, and even if it's just for 1 month, you know, it can be appreciated. Let's go for this episode. You killed them? Both of you, or it was really you in fact? I know that he looks ugly, but for me, in fact, he has such a good look. Yes, the one seeing butterflies everywhere. No, you can't, but it doesn't mean that you can't be as good as him. Also as a human being. Ah, that's it, we're gonna have... So you guys still have 1 sibling, if I'm counting right? What? Oh, he was... Ah, that's why you became flashy, to be his opposite? It's the master? Your brother? No. You have the mark? You know the sun breathing technique? That's how you burnt your entire face? Oh, shut the fuck up. That guy was truly the master, but it's not your brother. But still, the master had the mark. You had a brother? He talked about him like he's dead. She's that stupid. His voice is a little annoying, not like take care of her while he's taking care of him. Ja, je to ale. I noso. Oh, so determined, you know, Tanjiro. Yes. No. Seems so. You're thinking it. Sorry. It's the back of my throat. No! Don't let your fear. No! He knows, you know, the scene against the poison. He gave it to one of his wives. Tell me that you're not just acting flashy to he's lying about that poison and in fact he's really dying. I don't want him to act flashy with that. Oh, Zenitsu, don't worry. Yes, this is 2 against 2. Oh, Zenitsu, I love you so much for saying that, for defending them. To think about it still now. It's not ugly. You can do it. Come on. I really think that he's acting, it's a bluff and he's really dying. Tanjiro! Think less, Tanjiro, and act more. Please, I love you, my dear, but please. Having fun? Come on. It is. I think the same, they are talking too much. Come on, guys. No, he was kidding, he was kidding. No. Come on, guys. For now, you're defending yourself. You need to attack. Oh, it's beautiful. Don't lose up, Uzui. If you lose up, and see the water technique. It's Sergio technique. Let's see that. You know it's so hurt. But while he's doing that, the other one, yes, Uzui can attack. Oh, that's so great! Oh, that's even better! Do it! Do it! Do it! You're gonna handle right there? I want him to do it because of this demon we need to kill him, because of the situation which is so great, so cool, I want them to succeed, and because if he kills one of these demons, he can become an Ashira. I didn't forget. Secret moment? You admired him, really?
お前の剣技は美しい。妻はちょっと多すぎるな。玉の少年を、黄色い少年を、井の頭少年を頼んだぞ、うずい。派手に任せておけや。
It was just for that. You missed that post-credit scene just for that, just for these little tears in my eyes, which are not going down, but you know that they exist. Writers, you did it for that. It's not a secret, it's not, you know, an hidden scene and all. It's really just a little thing to again put Rengoku and Uzui like that to show that they were close and it's cool. It's cool that Uzui is thinking of Rengoku like that, like he admired him truly and he considered that Rengoku was so cool, so great. And you know the fact that during the episode at multiple occasions he said, I'm not like you, I'm not as good as you, considering that Rengoku died because of one of these demons, like, it's rough to hear that. I'm pretty sure that Uzui is gonna die, that's it. Like, during the intro I told you that I was scared of that, now I'm pretty sure that it's gonna happen. All of that poison thing, he said it himself, you know, at the end, he is really poisoned. And even if he was a shinobi, I mean, he's a shinobi and all of that, that's why maybe he's not dying just like that, but still he's gonna die because of this poison. I think that it's gonna be something like the only antidote that I had, I gave it to my wife, like, or maybe he's still gonna have one, but he's gonna use it to save one of our guys who is gonna be poisoned during the next episode. That's it. I'm sure that he's gonna die. He's gonna die! Uzui is gonna die. Right there he's just acting flashy, bragging and acting like no, it's not important, he got poisoned, but he can take it and all of that. For sure he can take it more easily, longer, but at the end, no matter what, it's to kill him and it's gonna kill him. Because he has no antidote, or because he gave the only one that he had to his wife, or because he's gonna give the only one that he still has to one of our guys. Because right there Rengoku said, you know, take care of these boys, like, that's what you're gonna do. They're all gonna die? All of the Ashida, they're gonna die? No. No, I said it during the intro, I have this impression, no. During this episode, you talked about the mysterious one, it's the big one who is blind, about the one who became an Ashira in 2 months. That's amazing, it means that he is amazing. But you know, it's the one who was distracted during the master speech, like, oh, a cloud who looks like a rabbit. You know, something like that. So I'm amazed and a little surprised that he became an Ashira in only 2 months. You had 9 siblings, 7 died really young. Your brother was so different, was cold, was treating people bad, his wife's bad. You wanted to be the exact opposite of that. That's why you are so flashy and you are treating your wives great, you know, well. But he said he was, so I think that your brother died. At first I thought that it was the master, but no, I misunderstood that moment. But still, the master, when you met him the first time, he was not burnt like that. He burnt himself after that, and he had the mark that Tanjiro has, that Tanjiro's dad had. Is it a birthmark for the master? And it means that maybe you can manage to use the sun breathing technique? Where did you learn it? Not with Rengoku or Rengoku's dad, because Rengoku's dad, he talked about it like it was the first time that he talked about it with someone. So maybe someone told it to you? Oh! I just had a theory. Is Tanjiro brother? Is it possible? You know, I'm considering his age, I'm not considering how it would have happened. Not the same mother, you know, but the same father. A cousin? Maybe you're related? Or maybe I'm right and it's not just Tanjiro's dad and, you know, this family, it's really a group who could do that, and not just Tanjiro's dad knew that technique and had that birthmark, like that. You're more than one. I'm confused, but I think that I'm right. No, I don't think so. But I think that I picked up just right there one important clue. That birthmark for sure on the master. Maybe he burnt himself because he used too much the sun breathing technique. We know that it's a technique which is really hard to handle. Tanjiro, he has issues with his heart, with his how he breathes and stuff like that when he's using it. Maybe it was the same for the master, and that's how he burnt himself. And he got blind because he was not blind during that memory. It would be logical, you know, for him to have the sun breathing technique, you know, considering that all of them, they considered that he's the master, they're obeying to him. It would be logical that the master of the Ashida knows the sun breathing technique, which is the base, you know, of all of the other techniques. It would be a good way, you know, to choose who is the master, to know how he was selected. I wondered about that at some point, how it happened. I'm sorry, I'm thinking. You know, I can do it on maybe right there, it's gonna be less loud. Tanjiro. But, you know, I'm thinking, are they related? Maybe it's only, you know, the first of your son who has the birthmark, and that was the master, and that's why Tanjiro, he didn't have it, and he had it after that, you know, during that moment. You know, when he saved his brother, you know, when he burnt himself because of his brother, protecting his brother and all. I need to think about it more. This fight is beautiful. I mean, Uzui, how he's fighting, it's truly impressive. And all of these fights, you know, in fact, are impressive. Zenitsu and Inosuke against Daki, and right there, Uzui with the demon, I can't remember his name, and Tanjiro trying to help and all. It's so well done, the music was cool, but also, you know, really, the fact that all of that is happening really quickly and the rhythm is like that, but at the same time we are seeing everything, you know, it's not that confused, like it's not, it could be something, you know, like I could be confused, I could be a little lost watching it, like where are you, like in space, to not understand where they are truly and what they are truly doing, and how it's really organized, but not at all. Like, they're representing that so well that you can represent it well, you know, into your mind and on screen, and we understand everything and we are seeing everything, everyone, and we can already imagine also what can they do more, how they can act. I don't know. For now, I could, you know, imagine what they can do and all, but for now I don't. I think that it's great, Tanjiro, that you used the water technique right there. You know, earlier he said that no, it was not good for his body and all, and that's why he wanted to focus on the sun breathing technique, but it's not a good one neither. For you, your body can't handle it right now, so you need to use the water breathing technique, or maybe the two of them together at the same time, I'm not sure, but you know, combined, maybe it could be great. But really, for these two demons, it's cool, you know, to occupy Daki with Inosuke and Zenitsu, but I think that you need really to find a way. I mean, I need to think about a way to kill that one. The fact that one of the wives is coming right there, it's great. I hope that the two other ones are gonna come also. Or maybe we need to kill Daki, so you know, the brother is gonna be weaker. Maybe they are functioning like that, they are related. I mean, their abilities are connected like that. They need the other one to be strong and all. Like, you know, Daki is getting stronger because her brother is out. You know, the thing about the third eyes, the fact that now she can use her real ability. Maybe if one of them is dying, like if Daki is dying, I know we made that clear during the previous episodes that she can't die. It's if the brother dies that she's gonna die also. I don't know. For now, I don't have any solution to offer to you. Okay, no matter what, they're gonna find a solution. For me, it's gonna be today because I'm gonna watch the 3 next episodes today. For you, it's gonna be in another video, so it's all for you for today, and it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.